Hey Gemini, this is Dee with Dee's Divine Divination here, and I'm going to do you a reading for the week of October 24th through the 30th. And I'm going to start with my Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and we're going to get a few messages what you need to know in general, and then we'll have some love messages, and then a little bit of tarot. So let's get started. So what messages do we have for my Gemini today, Spirit? What messages do we have for my Gemini today, Spirit? What messages do we have for my Gemini today? What messages for my Gemini today, Spirit? What messages for my Gemini, Spirit? Spirit, what messages do we have for my Gemini today, Spirit? What messages do we have for my Gemini? I wanted to come up. What messages? Thank you, Spirit. So we're going to start with the one that was on the top, and this is the Great Teacher. And so this card is telling you that you need to listen to elders. You're going to be receiving some messages, maybe through your dreams, some downloads. You may be receiving them through numbers. If you see 323, 444 sequential numbers, you may be receiving them through animals. If animals are coming past you like deer or certain animals that you may see that are not where they should be, perhaps you may see a frog at your job or something like that, that's more than likely a spiritual message for you. Just be aware of those coming to you, and also just listen to elders, your elders. If you have anybody that's older than you that may give you any kind of sound advice or just teach you anything, just pay attention and take heed to it. You have High Priestess, which is harness mystic power. And so this just means follow your intuition. Your intuition is on point right now. Nourish your spiritual gifts and your connections. So if you have altars, focus in on your altars, your ancestors' altars. If you have altars for workings, focus in on them. Hone in on them. Take care of them. Do some more meditation. You going to receive guidance through your intuition as well. So you're going to be getting quite a few messages and downloads from Spirit. Stay positive right now. This is telling you to focus in positive energy only. Try to stay away from negative energy right now. Well, all the time, but specifically right now. You need to be a little bit more disciplined in your day-to-day activities. So if you've been kind of lackadaisical or something, you should be working more adamant on, get disciplined with it, and especially be disciplined with your spiritual connections and your gifts. If you have spiritual gifts, if you start reading, practicing your cards more. If you're a Reiki worker, start Reikiing yourself more, as well as others, but especially yourself too. Just start being disciplined in your spiritual realm. You have divine power within you. So just keep focused on your intuition. You have the Shaolin Master. So this card is just telling you to be graceful in your movement. So have a gentle approach towards things. Think before you speak. Watch what you say to people. Watch your words. Words hurt, so be thinking before you're speaking. Think about it. How would this make them feel if I say this? Just think first. Also, I've received this card in a couple of my readings, and I tell everybody because I always focus in on him. And so I always tell everybody the grasshopper, right? Because I'm be so slow sometimes, but that is not a grasshopper. That is a praying mantis. I always get them confused. But anyway, my point to that is he represents good luck, fortune, prosperity, positive omens. And so when I see this card, this tells me that you have some good things coming to you in your future, nearby future. So for anybody who's watched my other readings and they honed in on that, he is a praying mantis. I'm sorry I said grasshopper. That was my accident, but it still equates to the same message, just from a different person, a different species. Okay, what else spirit do we have for my Gemini today, spirit? What other messages? Thank you, spirit. You have the protection guardian telling you to drop your shield. So this card is just telling you that you have protection all around you, angelic protection. Um, Move past any kind of embarrassing things you've been through. If you feel ashamed about something that you're going through or you've been through recently, you are protected. Don't be ashamed. Just walk with your head up high. Don't worry about what others think of you, and just know you are being divinely protected and watched over. Spirit, what other messages do we have for our Gemini today, Spirit? What other messages? What messages do we have for our Gemini today, Spirit? Okay, you guys got autumn. And autumn is telling you to release the old and rest. So some of you need to get you some rest. You need to stop looking back at something from your past. Make space for new opportunities. Also, you may have someone from your past coming to visit you. Some ex boyfriend or girlfriend maybe trying to hit you up on social media, asking about you to your friends. Maybe your friends have ran past and said, hey, I seen such and such, and he wanted to know how you was, or she was asking how you been, or whatever. They may stop on social media and say, I just want to speak. I don't know, but somebody from your past is trying to come back into your energy. So you just need to know that you want to release that. You don't want to bring that back in. You need to focus on the new, continue to grow and make room for new opportunities. Just don't look back. You see how he's kind of looking back to me. If I look at it, it's like somebody's calling him almost. So just keep looking forward. Don't look back to whoever may be trying to come into your energy. You have the traveler, so that's confirming that card. It's telling you to move in a new direction. So again, if you have somebody trying to come back around and make something work with you or whatever, ease back into your life, keep it pushing. Moving to a new direction. You may be going on a trip soon. You may be looking for a new home. You may be in the process of purchasing a new home. You just have to move in a new direction spiritually as well. Physically, spiritually, move and expand, make growth in your spiritual progress. If you meditate 5 minutes, start trying to work up to 10 minutes a day. If you meditate once a week, try to meditate 3 times a week. Just forward your progress spiritually, because spiritual is the main objection of this card. And also for the priestess, you have a lot of spiritual energy around you right now. So again, work with your spirituality. Try to connect with it more. Just move into a new direction. It's going to be good for you right now. Spirit, what messages? Thank you, Spirit. So, okay, we got the High Priest, and you also have the High Priestess. So, whenever I see these two cards together, I feel like it is a love connection, and I feel like it is a soulmate connection. So this is telling me that you are with your soulmate. You are already connected to somebody extremely, how do I want to put it? That you are supposed to be with, basically. You guys know each other from past lives, right? And you're divinely connected, if that makes sense. But the High Priest is to intend and create. So he is basically connecting with the High Priest, is harnessing your mystic power. And then when you harness it, create it, speak it, think it. So once you start practicing it more and working with your intuition by harnessing it, then you want to create with it. So put your power to work, basically. What do you want to do? You think on it, you speak it, you manifest it, and you make it so. You are very connected and guided by your ancestors right now. Your ancestors are very connected with you. So like I said earlier with the other card, with the priestess card, hone into your altar. If you have altars, ancestors altars, work them. Clean them off. Sit with them. Maybe you haven't been giving them enough time. I don't know. But connect with them altars, because that's what is coming to me like so strong, is your altar work. Basically, you know, you have the power to change your life, to create what you want. So if you have been stuck in like in a rut and you kind of haven't been moving, like I said, moving in a new direction, harness your power. It's time for you to create and focus on your growth. It's time for you to grow some. You've been sitting too stagnant, Gemini. This is the warrior card. And the warrior card is just telling you to be fearless and stand strong. Basically, you need to be a leader right now. You got a breakthrough coming. Don't settle for anything. You need to be the best at everything. Don't back down from anybody. So you may have a boss that's telling you you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, and you've been kind of quiet about it. Well, the next time they come in your face or your area, your energy, you check them and you stand up for yourself. Don't be fearful. If you got to walk off that job, bye. You can get a job on any corner now. We know that. So don't let nobody boss you around. You be heard. You speak up. If you have fears with somebody in your family or your relationship, a friend even, if somebody says something you don't like, don't let them get it off on you. Speak up and speak out, and let them know that you mean business, basically, in a nutshell. Spirit, what other messages do we have for Gemini? What other messages for Gemini, Spirit? What other messages for Gemini? Let's get maybe one or two more for this day. Any other messages for Gemini? You got the Seer card. And as you can see, she's looking through the crystal ball. So this card is telling you to see beyond the current situation. So raise your vibrations, right? Look beyond where you at right now. Like I said, you're stagnant. You need to move. You need to, you've been stuck in the energy of what to do, where to go, I don't know, not really sure. You need to follow your intuition wherever it's guiding you right now. Wherever you've been thinking about making a new move at, don't second guess it. Do it. Look beyond. Just look beyond where you at now. Like I said, create. Intend to create, and manifest it and make it so. You may also, again, with this card, you're going to be receiving some angelic messages. So you have a lot of spiritual messages coming for you right now. If you have some dreams that you can really wake up and remember, jot them down, reread them, and think about them, because more than likely you're going to be receiving messages for them. Okay, thank you, Spirit. It needs to be the end for this deck. You have the Fire Guardian, and the Fire Guardian is telling you to ignite your passions. So maybe you haven't been having any fun in the sexual area. It's telling you to explore your sexuality. It's telling you to connect to your desires. You also may have a partner that you are with, and it's telling me that you are connected spiritually to this partner. So bring it out in your sexual life, in the bedroom. It's also, you need to explore sex. Just have fun, let loose, be wild. That's what it's basically saying in a nutshell. Get you some, Gemini. Okay, and then the last card from this deck is Oracle. You got all the message cards, ancestor, like angelic. You got a lot of it around you. It's saying wait for important information. So you're going to be receiving downloads, dreams, especially dreams, Your angels and ancestors are going to be connecting with you. You're going to be connected very strong with the universe. Listen to signs, pay attention. Like you see her, she's pretty much just sitting there and like meditating, thinking, and working with the energy. So the oracle, she is like the say all be all kind of like she knows, right? So you know. So listen intuitively, and also tell your truths. So if something is going on and you don't like it, tell your truth. Speak out about it. But you got that earlier to speak up. Don't back down. So that's it for that deck for you guys. Let's see what you have in love situations. Let's see what's going on for you. I'm trying to do a couple cuts. Spirit, what messages do we have for Gemini? What messages do we have for Gemini, Spirit? What messages do we have for Gemini? What messages do we have for Gemini, Spirit? Spirit, what messages do we have for Gemini? What messages in love do we have for Gemini? What's going on with their situation, their person? What's going on with Gemini's situation and their person? What's going on with Gemini and their person? Oh, nothing for y'all in love? Oh, okay, I was going to say. So somebody is feeling rejected, lonely, and out in the cold with you. Perhaps you've been distant with your partner. Well, they're kind of feeling it, maybe. Maybe it's you feeling it with your partner, but probably it's them as well, or it's both of you guys. I don't know. Somebody is having some nostalgic memories, thinking about old times, stuck in the past, pretty much stuck in the past. But we know that your card just told you it's time to move in a new direction. So if it is you, Gemini, with the Peter Pan syndrome, going back to what was when you were younger, or the fun times, or the whatever, it's time to move out of that energy. Gemini, it's time to move out of that energy. It's saying that some of you and your partner aren't budging. So you both are being stubborn. So perhaps if you both are feeling rejected or out in the cold, maybe one is doing it so the other one is mimicking it, right? Well, if he's not speaking to me, I'm not speaking to him. Well, if he's not romantic with me, I'm not romantic with him. You know, that kind of thing. Everybody is just refusing to change, refusing to be the bigger person and the more loving person. Somebody has to reach out and show affection. So why not let it be you, Gemini? You are the card of lovers, right? You got a lot of love in you, so extend it to your partner. This is saying make some extravagant gestures, right? Or your partner may. But like I said, somebody is feeling out in the cold, so you may want to do something nice for your partner. Maybe take them out to dinner unexpectedly because you see the dinner table there. Maybe take them on an overnight trip. Get you a room. Go out of town. Go gamble. I don't know. Just do something different. Um, or perhaps because you guys, for some of you, Gemini, you guys aren't talking. Maybe you both aren't budging. And like I said, it's time for one of you to make it up to the other person. And what a nice way to make it up, right? Look at that nice setup. So show somebody a nice time, basically, Gemini. Somebody is setting some boundaries. I don't know if it's you or your person, but somebody has set some boundaries. Somebody was feeling used. So perhaps that's why nobody is budging too. Maybe you both, maybe you weren't feeling used as much as lonely. It could be that. So maybe somebody put up boundaries to block out the loneliness. So now somebody needs to make an extravagant gesture. Not just a gesture, but an extravagant one, meaning something that'll really knock you off your feet, like, oh, my baby, did this, did that. Somebody protects you, they love you, they don't want to hurt you, they're there for you. You have a very protective connection. Somebody is really protective over you. What other messages for Gemini Spirit? That's too many. Yeah. What other messages for Gemini Spirit? What other messages for Gemini? Okay, it's saying that somebody could possibly be making it official. An engagement, a proposal, perhaps just a promise ring, or y'all friends, now y'all gonna go together. Now if y'all go together, they're getting you the promise ring. If you already got the promise ring, maybe now they're gonna give you the engagement ring. Just the next step in your relationship with your partner or your friend, however you want to call it. So perhaps this could be what you need to do, right? Perhaps somebody was feeling out in the cold and you guys weren't budging, so somebody put up those boundaries, and now it's time for somebody to take that extravagant gesture and do that engagement, ask for that hand in marriage, because maybe your person was feeling out in the cold because you guys, like I said, you need to ignite your passion. So maybe it's not have been any sexual connection going on or chemistry. Now you got to turn that around and rework the situation, make it hot again, make it feel like love again. Maybe after the fight and everything, because I'm feeling like a fight here, not budging, nobody speaking. And maybe it's because your person wanted more from you, and now it's time for you to step up, or your partner is going to step up and show and prove and say, I'm ready. Let's take this trip and I'm going to propose to you. Or perhaps you're going to go from engagement to a marriage, and then you're going to take this extravagant honeymoon, possibly. Somebody feels like it's a race in time. Somebody feels like they've been walking on thin ice. So I don't know if this is the person that you're not budging with, the person out in the cold. Maybe the person out in the cold is the ex that we talked about. Maybe somebody feels like they want to come back in. Maybe they want to come back in. This person that's out in the cold. It could be, you could have two separate situations going on here, Gemini. Or it could be two separate situations for different Gemini. Take it how it resonates. Someone is a karmic connection. So this connection is not going smooth because somebody is paying some karmic debt right now in your situation. So perhaps that's why you guys aren't really talking. Nobody's budging. Just a little difficult time right now. Somebody is your karmic connection, meaning they're there for you to learn a lesson, or they're there for they're teaching you a lesson, something you did wrong, and now you're suffering for it. I'm not really sure, but take it how it fits. I'm gonna take these. Says somebody is unavailable. They have a closed heart. They're avoiding intimacy, and they have some burdens. So I don't know if that is the person. Perhaps that's the person who is setting these boundaries with you, Gemini, and they're not budging. Their heart is closed. So I don't know why that would be, but maybe it's you who have a race against time to make it right with them, because you guys haven't had any extravagant fun times or any sexual times going on. It's also saying that you have new love possibly coming in. Somebody new wants to come in your energy. And also vacation. You have vacation coming. So somebody's going to be taking a trip. It could be a part of the extravagant gesture, or it could be two separate entities. So you take it as it fits, but somebody is definitely going to be getting away, taking some kind of trip. Time for themselves. Spirit, what other messages do we have for Gemini? Let's try, that's a lot. Let's try it again. Spirit, what other messages do we have for Gemini? This one must pop out. Okay, again, confirmation. Somebody is feeling unloved, unvalued. They feel like it's not equal give and take. They're not feeling appreciated. So somebody, that extravagant gesture is going to be nice for somebody. Spirit, what other messages do we have for Gemini? Any other messages? Any other messages? Okay, and also someone, again, is not over you, right? So we got that card about your ex trying to come back in. Somebody could be watching you on social media. They could be asking others about you. Like I said earlier, right? That's just the confirmation. Curious about you. So maybe they're asking your friends, what's up with such and such? Long time I ain't seen them. How they doing? Is they still with somebody? Or somebody is checking up on you, Gemini. They want to know how you been. And it's possible that if they're watching you on social media, they may reach out on social media. Like I said earlier, somebody may be reaching out to you. Okay. And this is saying forever changed, a new self, lasting changes. So, like I told you guys earlier, it's time for you to move into a new direction, spiritually mostly important. Work on that spiritual connection, metamorphosis from the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? So it's time for you to take your next step in your purpose and your calling. You've been too stagnant. It's time for you to be forever changed. It's saying that money could be tight right now, right? You could be going through a little money situation. So be careful about how you spend your money right now. It's saying cut through. So you're going to be receiving some kind of breakthrough or some clarity on some kind of situation. Mental clarity about something. So if you've been thinking about something or wondering something or whatever, something's going to come to you. You're going to receive it. But you already knew you were going to be getting messages anyway. As I said it earlier, you're going to be receiving messages. So somebody is waiting. It says they're not taking action and they're standing still. So I don't know if, like it says, somebody was not budging. I don't know if it's your current partner or if it's somebody who is just watching and waiting for the right move to reach out to you, the new love, or if it is the thank you, Spirit. If it is your current person waiting on you to be more loving, or maybe they're hoping that you're gonna do some nice gesture to get you guys back on track. I'm not sure. This is saying that somebody is going to have some alimony issues or maybe a separation. So take it how it fits. If you don't have kids, then you know that's not your situation. But if you do, maybe you guys are going to split and somebody's going to have to pay some child support. Some is saying that the separation will be costly, though. It's going to be complicated. So maybe this budging card is you guys thinking about taking a break, but maybe the extravagant trip and everything will help you to work your way back to fix the marriage. I don't know, but it's saying that you're in if it's not a divorce, then it's just telling you that your relationship has been complicated right now, and if you don't have any alimony issues, you just been in a complicated situation in your relationship currently. Any other messages for Gemini Spirit? Okay, we'll take these and then we're going to go to the tarot. So it's saying that if someone is a habitual liar, they're constantly lying. I don't know who, like if it's your person, if it's a friend, I'm not sure. But someone has been lying. It's saying that, again, it's the unrequited love. So somebody is still feeling like it's a one-sided love. It's not enough attraction. They're feeling like the feelings aren't mutual. So I don't know if this is the person who maybe want to come in and they're feeling like they're not sure if you want to get with them, or if it's This person who is trying to have the divorce, maybe that's why they're feeling like they want a divorce, because the feelings aren't the same anymore. So they're putting up those boundaries and getting ready for termination of the relationship. You guys have been having a lot of fights and arguments and drama. So that to me is a specific message for somebody. That is not for the whole Gemini. I feel like this is somebody's individual situation. The fights, the divorce, the unrequited love, because you also have the new love coming in and making the person you're with, that love work. So this is a couple separate stories for different people that's going to see this video. So again, like I said, if it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. Take it as it resonates to you. But if you are with your person and you feel like you can fix the situation, and the vacation or the time alone or whatever will work, try and make that work, Gemini, because the cards is telling you to do something nice for your person. Spirit, what other messages do we have for our Gemini? What other messages do we have for our Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. So you have the Page of Swords. So it's telling me that you're gonna have something coming to you. You may have a delay in something, a delay in a new job, or in something that you planning. So like it said, moving a new direction. So maybe you may have a delayed plane flight for the vacation, or just something that's gonna be slow. You may have a delay in communication. It could be possibly because you and your person is at a standstill, right? Nobody's talking. So that could be the situation right now. This is also your energy, air energy. So maybe it's with you and a Gemini, another Gemini. Somebody could be curious about you. You have the Ten of Pentacles, and that is a wonderful card. That is the marriage card. So if you are married, try to work it out. That's what I'm receiving from it. Try to make it, keep your family together. It's saying happiness, marriage, lasting marriage. And also, again, if you're not married, then it's also confirming from earlier what came up. New love, engagement, and Ten of Cups is the love card. So somebody is going to definitely offer you love, commitment, happiness, abundance could be coming in to you as well. But that is a really good card for you, Gemini. You have the Four of Cups also. So there's some kind of regret going on. You've been kind of depressed. You've been in a negative state. You see how he's sitting there, he's thinking. He's kind of thinking about, he's looking at the cups, and he's looking like he's just thinking about what was in the cups, or what should have been in the cups. And again, you got the nostalgia card. So you've probably been sitting around just thinking and feeling sad about something, but it's time. You need to get out of that energy, because that's a confirmation of you sitting in that energy, and it's telling you to move into a new direction. You also have the Fool card. So you're going to have some new beginnings. So that's a good thing. Like I said, it's time for you to step it up, put your ideas to use, focus on your, what do you think your calling is, your highest calling, what you should be doing in life. You got the Judgment card. So again, you're going to be having an awakening. Like I said, spiritual awakening. You're going to have some choices you got to make. And you need to make them to align with your higher purpose. Like I've been saying from the beginning of the reading, it's time for you to evaluate yourself. You got to get out of being this, in this like blindfold state. It's time for you to be anew. Just be anew and start fresh and get yourself together, Gemini. I'm like, what kind of state y'all in there? Spirit, what other messages do we have for our Gemini? What other messages do we have for our Gemini? And we have also, we have the Nine of Cups. It was in reverse. So it's saying somebody was like, you know, unhappy and kind of sad and everything. So again, it's saying that you're going to be coming out of that energy, though. It's time to come out of that energy. You had something that you didn't feel fulfilled in, but now it's time. It's time for you to come up out of that. That's too many. Okay. Spirit, any more messages for Gemini? Any more messages for Gemini? Oh, we got this one in the pot. We're going to take it. Oh, we got, oh, wait. We're going to take all three of these. Okay. So we have the Nine of Swords. So somebody has had some unhappiness, feeling like, oh, somebody been really like depressed and having anxiety. Again, it's time for you guys. If this is your energy as well, so it's time for you guys to really snap out of it. Like, you've been feeling like you've been at your breaking point. You see how he's holding his head? He's just like, what to do? Like, I don't know, but it's time for you guys to step out of that energy. It's clearly telling you, focus on your alignment. You have divine protection around you, divine guidance. It's time to get out of it. You have the Two of Cups, which is love. Somebody is going to offer you some love, or whoever you're with, you guys are going to try to build your love. But this is the cup, the card of love. So somebody wants to be with you. It's saying you're going to have happiness, compatibility. And also you have the King of Cups. So this is water energy. Both of these are water energy. So one is Pisces, one is Cancer. But they're both water energy. So maybe you could be dealing with a Cancer, or you could be dealing with a Pisces. But you're going to be having some wealth coming into you, some money coming into you. Just somebody of a good stature may be coming towards you to offer you the love. An older person, a very mature person. You have another really good card. You have the Four of Wands. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Four of Wands. And so it's telling me that you're just going to have a good time. You're going to have maybe some family coming over. Some kind of reunion with somebody. Maybe a celebration, a party. I don't know. It is about to be the holiday season. So maybe you're going to have people coming from out of town. Maybe you're going to be going to somebody's house for the holidays. But you're going to be coming together with your family. And you're going to have some success and prosperity. You also got the Ten of Pentacles. Again, this is huge. Unexpected windfall. So you're going to be receiving some kind of money. So yeah, money is tight right now, but it's going to be changing for you. So once you guys get out of this state of lack, feeling scarce, like the scarcity mindset, get out of that, start focusing, stop being in a negative state, a depressed state, you're going to be receiving a lot of good things coming to you. Really good things coming to you. So Gemini, get it together, get that meditation going, get that prayer going, get that energy up, them frequencies up, so you can get into this receiving energy to receive all these blessings, this love, this money, these family gatherings. Just get out of that depressed state in energy. So that's it for your reading, guys. That was pretty long. I guess you guys needed a long one. I didn't intend to go that long, but I hope that reading will help somebody in some kind of situation they're going through. So you guys take care. If you like the reading, if it resonated with you, please leave a message, hit like, share the reading, and subscribe to the channel. Please, 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 please. And I'll see you guys again soon for another reading. Take care.